I'm out at Brianna's hive, so I'm trying to see what's going on here. I just want to check how she's doing and what's happening. Now, I'm just going to take out one of these frames at the edge and see what's going on. Oh, you're doing a great job. You're pulling wax. Great girls. That's what I like to see. Okay, so you're doing good. I'll leave you on that one. I'll just check out this one. I'm not doing anything on that one yet, but I'm sure they will. Once they start, they're pretty good about continuing. So this one again, what's happening with that one? I'm just starting on that one. Okay. Now they're pulling wax and they're putting in a bit of nectar in that one. Very good. I'm just trying to encourage them to pull wax here because I want to give them a box themselves of honey for the year, as well as what's in the brood box. So the more I can get them to pull, the better. And even if they fill it with sugar, I can spin it out and give it back to the bees. So it's just a question of getting them to pull the combs, because this year I had no drawn comb, it was all new foundation. So I'm trying to encourage these ones to pull the wax for me. So next spring, when I need pulled comb to give the bees, they will have loads of it. So that's the plan. So I just pop these back in and just let them continue on with their good work. I'll move you in between those two that are undrawn, and hopefully you'll continue on. So well done, ladies, you're doing well. So I have to move this now because I set it up on the frame I'm actually going to be moving, so bear with me for a minute. I'm going to take it off this one and put it on the next one down. So I'll just leave it here for a second while I take this off. Just pop you here for a second, guys. And we've got the same scenario going on here. These are just wax combs. I'm trying to get them to pull. They're starting to pull, which is great. Again, that's just a job in progress. So we're going again with this box here. Now this hive I will not be taking any honey off. This is purely for the bees. That wasn't good. I dropped the queen excluder on my foot and a load of bees on the floor. Sorry girls, I didn't mean to do that. So that is what you don't want to do. So sorry ladies. We leave this down here and get this to go onto a comb. I'll make the pictures up easier. So what's happening in this one? Now this is the brood box. So I want to see what's happening. Now they had some nice comb for Brianna to lay in. Now it's being drawn really well, so that's great. It's giving her lots of space. So I see some eggs already being laid in it. So that's good. That's just a new bit of comb they're drawing there. They're putting some drone comb in it as well. So what's on this one? That's more comb being drawn. Getting it ready for Brianna. Very good, babies. You're doing great. Great work. Now, the bees are going over to the frame, so thankfully. Come over here, babies. Up on that one. So, what are we doing here? Okay, let's see. So, we go as far as here. Come on, babies. Okay, come on down. Alright. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this one. This is good. We've got pollen in that one. Some nice pollen, all different colours. And we've got nice honey. And the girls are setting up themselves for winter time. They're doing good. Move that in here, move that one out and store bits. And put you out to the edge, so we don't need that in the middle. I just want to kind of have the food on the outside, and then I want to have the brood in a bit. So I'll just pull that one back a little bit. Come on, babies. Okay, so we'll go to this next one. Are we? How are we doing with this one? Okay. Ooh, that's full and wide. Okay, gently, gently. Now what have we got going on here? We've got eggs. More eggs there and more pollen. I don't know what the red pollen's from. There's blue pollen, green pollen, yellow pollen. And then earlier on in the spring there was lots of other colours as well. There's more blue and green over there. So Brianna's a lovely queen. She does a great job of laying. And she's just so calm and relaxed, which is lovely. So I'll just pop this one back in. Now they still have enough room to lay, but I'm going to be extending it a wee bit I think soon, because I just want to make sure they've got enough room. Where are you? Remember it? You're out. Just heard a bee vibrating, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't on one. So I'll take you out next. Mind, babies. Mind. Okay. 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 Now, what have we got going on here? Okay. Now, loads of lava. Little lava. There's some big ones and tiny ones. And more over this side. They're just fabulous, fabulous queen. Brianna is just amazing. That whole side of that whole comb there is all eggs and lava. She's just fabulous. I'm just going to take this little bit of comb off. We don't really want them to do that, so we're just going to take that off. I'll pop that up there for a second. Here, babies. Just doing amazing. I'm so pleased with Brianna. And my other queens are from Brianna, so they should be hopefully as good as Brianna. Move, babies. So Betty is seeming to be as good as Brianna. Move, babies. And hopefully Bonnie will be the same. So come on, babies. I just want to make sure that she has enough room to lay. Come on, darling. Okay. And another frame. There's little tiny lava there and eggs. More pollen. See the pollen on the bee there, orange pollen. There's our queen, that's Brianna. She's a yellow dot there in the centre. She's just lovely. And she's doing a great job. So proud of you, Brianna. I'm just going to, where are you now? You turn your look for a second and she's gone disappearing again. Oh, here she is again, up there. So you're at the top there in the middle, walking towards me. She's just so calm and laid back. Now, I want to take this bit of comb off the bottom. I don't really want them to do that because it gets complicated, and I'd rather they were pulling frames than doing that, so I'll just leave that up there for a second. And we're going to give them loads of frames to pull. So where are you, Brianna, now? Where are you, darling? There you are. See in the centre? So we know where she is, so we're just going to push this one out here. And we know she's in the middle there, so I just pop her in there, and I know she's safe. And I don't have to worry about where she is. Okay, mine babies? Okay. Alright, so she's safe, she's in there. So I can carry on looking now at what else is going on in the hive without risk to Brianna. More larvae. She is just a fabulous queen. Every frame is full of larvae. You can see it there. They're just amazing, right down to baby small ones there. You can just see it, it's just amazing. She is such a fabulous queen. I am so blessed. Mind babies, I'm going to put the board down. Mind? Okay, mind? Okay. We're doing great. Now she was a split, and now you can see the bees are covering every frame in this box, which is fabulous considering it's only a couple of months ago since that was done, and literally she was the size of a nook when I took her out of the other one. She is just amazing. Now there's brood that's going to be hatching out. And more on this side. There's a few drones in that as well, so all is right in the world. Mind babies. Mind. Mind. Stay under that, I'm trying to get up. Okay. There's a bee caught in my camera. Hang on. Organise that. Organise that down. Okay. Get out. Okay, I got the bee out. There was a bee managed to get him stuck between the camera and the stand, but we got him out. So you can see the pollen on the bee. Okay, so let's just have a look over the far side here, guys. I just want to see what's going on over this side, just so you've got enough room. Okay, I'm just taking out this outside one here. And they're drawing that too, which is fab, so we should have enough room to lay. These are great wax builders, these bees. They really are amazing. And the next one over, what's going on with that one? And that one down. And baby, let's go and look. Over there. Okay. Again, great wax building. Going on. Putting all this, some more pollen in there as well. Absolutely fab. We're just gonna move them all in and let them do their thing. So I think that's enough torment for today, girls. I'll tuck you back in. Today was a very changeable day. 1 minute it was really windy. Next thing the sun had come out, and then it was windy and they're threatening thunder showers, and now it's like a summer's day, so it's really hard to know what's going to happen in Ireland. Sometimes the weather changes by the minute rather than by the day. So when we get the chance to have a peek at the bees, we come out and see how everyone's doing. So basically they're doing great, very happy with them. So I might, I just want to make sure she's got enough room. She's got enough room to lay, and there's enough bees to be pulling a lot of comb, so we're going to hopefully get them to do that now. So I'm not really interested in taking honey off Brianna's hive this year. I'd rather that she just built up a good strong colony for next year and was ready to really go at it when the weather picks up, and that we've got enough drawn comb and everything, because last year I didn't, and I was kind of fighting to get comb drawn and then filled, so it was kind of a hard one to do. I've got technical now, I've got that supported by a brick so I can do what I'm doing and you can see me. So in you go girls, in, come on in. Okay, so the bees seem quite content. I'm just going to rejig this a bit so we've got more of them together in the next one. Come on babies. Move. Okay. So I just want to make sure I've got enough of the drawn comb up here, so that way then they can just continue drawing the comb and be happy with doing that. So I'm just leaving them all this up here and just letting them get on with it. This one is drawn. This one up here too. There's no baby's mind. There it goes. You're in here. Oops. That's not that one. You down there. Okay. Flash. Tight. Good. The bees seem quite content with what they're doing, so I'm just going to leave them doing it. I'll give them this next one as well, because they are busy, so I might as well keep them busy. Come on, please, down you go. That's it. Now, there is a queen exterior, so Brianna can't come up and lay up here. So all that can really happen is that they pull the wax, and that's about it. So I'm going to position there for a second. I'm going to move this. I'll put this back on and move it back on and leave the girls to it. That's Brianna, she's doing great. There's loads of bees. And I'm just going to let them pull the first batch there for themselves for winter time, give them an extra boost, and then after that, then anything after that I can take. Now I haven't treated yet for varroa or anything like that, so I'm waiting until I've taken the honey off before I do that. So that's basically the story now. So I started off with one hive, well actually a nook. I started off with a nook, and now that was in May, and now I have 3 hives. So I'm enjoying beekeeping and looking forward to being more knowledgeable and being able to learn more as I go and hopefully become a better beekeeper. So I will show you the front of the hive now so you can see. They're mad busy. This first one is Brianna's hive. The next one is the Nook. That was the cluster. They're mad busy as well. There's nothing in those other two boxes there. And then on the other side then, that's the blue hive. So the blue hive is really doing well. And they all seem quite content doing their thing. Today, which was a horrible day, started to be wind and rain and everything else, and now it's turned into a lovely day. So the buddleia are in bloom, and my neighbour's there mowing the lawn. I haven't mowed this side because I had virgin queens flying, so now I know I've got the virgin queen back in the hive laying. I can get out the strimmer and trim this down and mow this side, because that side of the lawn is fine, but this side is like a mad meadow. So I'm sure my neighbour will be glad when I mow the lawn as well. So that's it. This part here, there's a few fruit trees in this. That's a catchy tree and pear trees. This is a mulberry tree. There's another in the front there, just directly in front of the mulberry tree, about a couple of feet. That's another plum tree. There's another plum tree there beside the hedge. There's another plum tree over that far side underneath the eucalyptus tree. So there's kind of an orchard going on here. There's also an orchard at the back, in the back garden. But I was telling about that in one of the other videos I was doing. So here I plant a few things in tubs that I can move around for the bees. I've got some heather. They like heather. And they love those daisies. They're all kind of gone off now. But they love them. They love the borage. There's a bush over the far side of the garden, and it's a type of privet. And they also like this yellow stuff, and I'm not quite sure what it is. I think some type of vetch. And they love that. I've also got some pumpkins growing here. Those ones and those ones are called Connecticut squash. Those are like the eating round pumpkins you buy for making pumpkin soup and pumpkin pie. So I figured they would be good for the bees too. They seem to like that type of thing. So, and it's got big open flowers. There's more lavender there. And these are more of the Connecticut squash. And then these ones here are the other pumpkin, like the big orange Halloween type pumpkin. So I'm planted 3 plants there. So I'll just let them sprawl around. So I'll trim around them rather than mow this bit here, and just see what happens. So it would be nice, I suppose, there's a few pumpkins there for Halloween time, but they are growing quite a lot. That one started off just a small little plant, and now it's kind of 6 feet. So that's basically what's going on here. I've got laurels here as well. I think bees like them. And the buddleia. There's a hebe over there they were going mad with. So I'm kind of walking around the garden here with different kind of vision. I'm looking at what the bees like, and there's loads of clover in the lawn here, and there's more clover out the back. So the white clover seems to be better than the pink clover. They don't seem to be as bothered about that one. Now along this fence here, this is the property line between my neighbours and myself. There's some cornflowers there. I planted them. They were just seeds, and the bees seem to like them as well. Along here I've got some roses and some grapevines. So there was big massive trees here, but my neighbour cut them down, so I'm delighted because now I have the fence back. So I've planted grapevine along here. I planted roses. I planted some of this shrub. It's called honeysuckle privet. Now it doesn't look great at the minute, it's just been newly transplanted there. It's planted along the whole hedge. Now it has pale trumpet style flowers, a bit like bluebells, only they're yellow. And then after that there's purple berries. So the bees absolutely love it. My kids call it bee bush because there were so many bees when they were children they could hear it humming. That was before I had honeybees, so that's planted along here, so hopefully that will establish here as well. And there's another grapevine in here as well, down here. Yeah, down here it's getting a bit covered over with this stuff. I'll pull that out. That stuff spreads everywhere. So hopefully that grapevine will come back. That one, it's a black grape, but it was transplanted and then it was really mad weather here. It was really, really hot for about 6 weeks. So I don't know if it'll survive or not. But I'm hoping it does. So that's basically what's here. There's a clematis growing there, and that's basically what's going on. So looking forward to the garden changing and evolving, both getting tidied up and also for the bees. There's a hypericum there that has yellow flowers. The bees like that one. There's jasmine too, but they seem that bothered about the jasmine. So I don't ever see them in the flowers, so maybe it's not something they really like. But that's basically the story here. So I can get out the strimmer and trim this down now. Once I know the third queen, Bonnie, is in her hive laying and that she's not doing her mating flights now. So that's basically the garden at the front. So we've got that one there is a plum tree, massive tall laurels that need to be trimmed down, and privet. The privet the bees seem to like. There's a white one over a green privet with white flowers, and they just seem to go mental over it. So I don't know if that's something bees really like, but mine seem to. This is another buddleia. When it finishes flowering, I'll chop it back as well, because it's kind of got a bit overgrown as well. So that's basically it. So this other hebe over here, they seem to like it as well. And that's a different type of hive. Oh, you can see bees on it now at the minute. It's actually a bumblebee, but there's other bees around. So that hebe there is quite popular with the bees. And I don't know about hypericum, I haven't seen them on it, but there's a lilac tree there, but it's gone over now. And that's basically the front garden. That's another plum tree. Now I've planted willow here in different places, so they will be coming up. I think bees like the catkins off the willow. This is the privet I was talking about. That one there, the bees seem to like it. So I don't know what else. So there's wisteria, snacchio, there's bamboo there, and a lot of it needs trimming back and cutting back. That's actually the bee bush, so my kids call the bee bush the honeysuckle privet. It has black purple berries on it in the autumn time. So I'll be interested to see how many more berries we have this year because of the bees. So, and there's loads of blackberries everywhere. So I'm just letting them do their thing, and after they've fruited, I'll cut them back. It seems to be a good nectar source too for the bees, the blackberries. So that's basically it. And here's some of my baby chickens. Oh, they're shy, they're camera shy. So, hello babies, how are we? Are you coming out? No? Okay. So that's basically it. So when it's all clean and nice at the front lawn, you'll be impressed. The bees are going mad now. Look at all that activity. They seem to be happy with a bit of sunshine coming out. So that's all. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and bye for now.